Hey, YouTube family, welcome back. And if you're new here, welcome. I'm so glad you're here. Quick heads up before we jump in. This tutorial was originally filmed as a TikTok live, and I used Gling AI to automatically edit it into a shorter, more watchable version for YouTube. Because it was AI edited, you might notice a few repeated moments, like me welcoming viewers or mentioning my community more than once. And that's completely normal. My goal is simple: spend less time editing and more time creating tutorials that help you level up your makeup skills. All right, grab your brushes and let's create this gorgeous burnt orange sunset eye look. Enjoy.
Hello everyone, welcome to the live. I hope you guys can hear me. There's an echo. Welcome to the live. If you're new here, welcome. So this live is practically going to be a makeup demonstration, and at the end of the live there's going to be a link to a free community where you can download free makeup notes. So if you don't know me, welcome. My name is Regina and I teach makeup for free, at least on TikTok. And I have a community that's free right now. The link is in my bio for anyone to sign up. So definitely take advantage of that. So while I wait for more people to join the live, I'm going to get all the makeup products ready. So stay tuned. Thank you so much for joining. Welcome, Kennedy. I'm gonna try and see if I can get some music. And before I go ahead and get started, I'm gonna be touching up my face. Some of this Revolution face concealer and powder. Thank you for joining, Ashanti. Welcome if you're new here. I'm just about to get started. Just want to prep my face with this Revolution face base. I actually bought all three. Let me show you. I actually received this today in the mail. I don't need all three, but because I have clients, I actually got all three. This is a shade for deep skin. I'm trying this out for the first time and I already have some makeup on, so I'm just trying to see if I can use it to light. I don't want to make it too ashy. You know what? Why not? I'm gonna take let's see, this is the multi-use complexion palette. This is the medium shade though. There's three shades. There's the light, medium, and dark. Yeah, it says medium on the back. So let me just go in with the peach. Let me correct a little before I highlight. Sorry if you see me squinting, I wear glasses, so I'm just using the peach. So I'm actually gonna do an eye makeup, and this is like what is like leftover makeup on my face from work. So I want to touch it up because I can see that it's creasing. But I'm adding a little bit of the peach correct. I can see some grayish areas. Yeah. So if you have any questions, you can type it in. Welcome, Karen. And if you go to the link in the bio, I just created a free school community, and I have like a PDF version of the eye makeup I'm gonna do, so you can download it for free. Definitely check the link in my bio and join school community. So I'm definitely using this peach. I recommend using the peach corrector if you know, a woman of color. If you are like really dark skin, I would recommend using something as dark as, you can type in your skin tone and I can tell you which one. But you would need something really for a corrector if you're like really dark. But if you are like a medium, I don't even know if that's its shade, I'll recommend going peach under the eye. Like I said, I already have makeup on from work. I'm just touching before I start the eye. So if you're wondering eyeshadow I'm going to be using, it's going to be the image that I put on the live. It's going to be like a burnt orange look I'm going to do to match burnt orange. I think I've done a lot of correcting. Yeah, definitely get around the nose because you can get some cast around the nose. I'm still using the same peach. I don't think there's a shade name. I think this is shade 6 based on the number on the back. Around the mouth gets gray as well. Still correcting. So now that's enough. Next I'm going to brighten with a mixed concealer. I have quite a bunch because I do makeup on the sides. So I'm just going to take this NYX Professional Mix, and this is the shade. I can't really see a shade name. Yeah, this is Sienna. Yeah, this is the NYX Wonder Snatch Concealer Corrector. Because I'm going to use this on a client, I'm not just going to apply it directly on my face. I'll just take some and apply it to a palette, and then apply it directly to my face from the brush. So this is what it looks like. And I want it to be brighter, so I'll mix it with another light shade. I'll mix it with light ivory, just a little bit to make sure it gets bright. So mixing those two shades gives you... So now that I have my peach corrector underneath my eyes, I can now apply the brightening concealer. So I don't want to go too far out with the concealer. So I'm just going to use this sponge. So the NYX Wonder Snatch Concealer definitely dries fast, so you want to work as quickly as possible. Welcome, Oma Lux Decor. I see you. I see you, girl. So I'm just brightening up my face. Getting ready for the eyeshadow. The eyeshadow is the main look. So next I'm going to be setting with the Makeup Forever HD setting powder. This powder is actually very good. It's a loose powder. Welcome if you're joining for the first time. I'm just using the Makeup Forever HD Skin Setting Powder just to set all that. Next up, cream blush. A free makeup community, and I have the link in my bio, so if you'd like to join, definitely check out that link. So this is the Revolution, let me see, it's called Multi-Use Complexion Palette. This is the dark version. Let me show you what it looks like. So I'm going to be mixing two blushes, this bright pink one, this orange one, just to create some gradients. Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm trying to get it open. It's really pigmented, so you want to be careful. So this is going to go on my cheeks, and then the orange is going to go on the outside, so it kind of has a gradient effect. Welcome. If you're new here, welcome. Just applying the Revolution Multi-Use Palette. This is the blush. Welcome, Cheesy. Welcome, everybody. So it's very pigmented. You want to be careful. I'm just going to use the clean side of the blush brush to kind of soften the edge, because this is really pigmented. Extremely pigmented. This is extremely pigmented, guys. So I applied that really pink shade just on the cheeks. If you have questions, feel free to type it in. Then now on the outside of my cheeks, I want to apply this really deep orange just to get a gradient, and then I'll go in with powder and kind of soften it because it's a little bit too strong. Yeah, this product is very pigmented. If you're just joining, welcome. I have a free makeup community you can join on School. The link is in my bio, because I'm going to be posting my notes in there for free in case you like to download notes. I use makeup notes because it's easy to remember steps, so I make them as well. So take advantage of it because it's free. So click the link in my bio. Yeah, this is really red. Yeah, this is a lot redder than I wanted. So I'm gonna go in with my powder. I need to soften this. This is really red. Yeah, this is red. If you have questions, be free. You can type that out in the comments and I'll see. So I'm gonna soften up this a little bit. It's a bit too pink. So I'm gonna go in with this concealer palette I got from TikTok. I actually got this on TikTok shop. I'm just gonna go in with a little bit of concealer. Just a little. Make it soft. That concealer is gonna help reduce the intensity of the blush. See, it's making it not as pink in the center of the face, because I feel like that was quite a lot. Welcome to everyone just joining. I have a free makeup community in the bio. Click the link so you can always get free lessons, discounts, and anything that I come across. I'm gonna post in that makeup group. I got this palette from TikTok actually. This is a Nigerian brand. It's called Beacham Ageless. It's a really nice palette actually. So this is it's a baked powder, and it comes in 7 shades. I like it because it gives me the option to mix, and I can also contour as well. So I'm just gonna go in with the powder brush. This is actually from Makeup from Scratch. Welcome if you're just joining. I'm just setting my cheek area a little bit because I applied some concealer just to soften up that blush. Now next I'm gonna set the blush. After I'm done setting my powder, I'm gonna use a dark one on my jaw because my face is kind of square. I have a prominent jaw right here and chin, so I'm just contour just a little bit. I'm using the Beacham Ageless palette. If you guys have any questions, I actually can't see them. If you have questions, you can send me your questions, but I can't really see any questions. It's not showing up, but I'll do my best to keep looking. So I'm just setting the makeup. I'm going in with this dark shade. This one, see? Just soften up the jaw. Then some on the forehead. If you guys are joining for the first time, welcome. My name is Regina. I'm a makeup artist and a makeup brand owner, and I also teach makeup. That's why I created a free school community, and I put the link in my bio, and I believe the link is on the live as well. So definitely check that out, so that way we can stay connected in that community once the live is over. If you have more questions, I'll be more than happy to answer. So I'm using the lip oil just to moisturize my lips, so it can just a little bit, not too much actually. And next I'm going to set my blush. I don't know if you guys have seen this palette. I actually have both. Hold on, let me grab the other. I actually have both Juvia's Place blush palette, so I'm gonna show you guys what it looks like. It's actually really nice. They did a good job. Look at that. This is the Blushed and Bronze Blurring Pro palette. Really nice. And I also have Volume 1. I think that's Volume 2. It's really nice, but it doesn't have a peach blush, and I actually want a peach blush. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grab the previous Juvia's Place blush palette. I'll show you guys. Just 1 second, guys. 1 second. Patient. Trying to grab that palette and show you what it looks like. I can't seem to find it, so I guess I'll just stick to what I have. Oh, it's actually, yeah, so these are the older Juvia's Place brush palettes. You can see how packaging is because I keep using it over and over and over again. So the old Juvia's Place palette has a really nice peach shade that I love. I love peach blush. So I'm going to use this one, this peach blush, because I was kind of going for like a pink and peach blush combo. Now this pink is a bit too pink, it's too bright, but yeah, I don't know if the color is coming out true. Welcome if you're just joining. Welcome to this makeup class. I'm glad to have you. My name is Regina. If you've not met me before, I'm a makeup artist and a makeup brand owner, and I also teach makeup. And I created a free school community you can join in the bio. Alright, so I'm gonna go in with the peach first. The peach blush. Yeah, I've always liked Juvia's Place blushes anyways. So nice. So let's make it a really blushy look. I know blush is trending. I usually don't add this much blush, but because everybody keeps adding so much blush, I feel like if I don't add blush, I feel left out. Okay. Then I'm gonna go to the outer corner of my cheeks. I'm gonna take some. I think I'm gonna go for this pink shade up. Just go up. Yeah, see my hair? Now oh, that's too much. See, these blushes are so pigmented. You have to go like with a small amount, right? I'm gonna flip the brush to the cleaner side and just. I think that's good enough. That's enough blush. And my hair is gonna cover it anyways. Okay, I think we've had enough blush. Anyways, the main point of this class is actually eyeshadow. So I think it's time for me to dive in and show you guys the look we're creating. If you want to follow along, if you join the school community with the link in the bio, I have a downloadable step-by-step tutorial for different skin tones. That way you can envision how it would look like on you. Okay, alright. Welcome. Hi. You can see some new names popping in. I'm just gonna set the blush to the side so we can focus on the eyes. Okay. So I'm gonna use for my eyeshadow base. I'm gonna use the P. Louise base. I'm just gonna grab just a little bit of the base. You don't need too much. Make sure you add a small amount, a very small amount. Because if you add too much eyeshadow primer, it's hard to like control all that liquid on your eyes, and it's frustrating if you're not used to applying eyeshadow. I'm just gonna use my mirror here because I wear glasses, so I want to make sure I'm seeing what I'm doing properly. So I have the eyeshadow base at the back of my hand right now. I don't know if you can see how small it is. It's so tiny. It's so tiny. So put that on my eyelid. So when you have a thick product that's not too easy to blend, you use the packing motion, which means you tap it on your eye until you cover every area you plan to apply eyeshadow. See, tapping a small amount of eyeshadow primer makes it so easy. A lot of times people have challenges because they apply too much product. So now I'm gonna apply a small amount again, very small. I don't know if you can see how small that is. Yeah, very. I haven't applied more. I'm just using what's left on the brush and just tapping upwards. Now I'm gonna tap in some more because this is going on the next eye. Now starting from the eyeshadow application, I actually have makeup notes of this look already made. I kind of made it ahead of time, so you guys can download my makeup notes for free following the link in the bio. So maybe just sending someone live link, guys. Just 1 second. I hope you guys are having a good day. I hope you guys are staying blessed, staying hydrated. It is my prayer that you guys are having a. So I'm applying the P. Louise eyeshadow base in a patting motion, so that way I can blend any creases so it's smooth. Now if the base is too sticky, you can add a little bit of loose powder to make it less, but I'm kind of used to this base, so I don't mind applying my eyeshadow dye. Now I'm gonna ignore this palette. I've used this so much, I kind of stained the outside. This is the Makeup from Scratch Love Story palette. This is actually my brand, but I don't have a link to promote it in this live because I wasn't planning on promoting this in this live. However, we're going to be using palettes from my brand. It's called Makeup from Scratch. I'm going to take from this palette and this one. These are the palettes we're going to be using. Alright. So I'm going to take a transition shade. This is called Resource and this is called So I'm going to mix these two shades so I can create kind of like a medium brown shade for my crease area. Whenever you're applying eyeshadow, it's easy to apply your transition shade first. Transition shade is kind of a shade that is slightly darker than your skin tone. It kind of acts as the middle shade to bring all the eyeshadow together. And I also have an explanation of what I'm teaching in the community link. So I'm going to take a fluffy brush. This is a fluffy blending brush. This is also for my Makeup from Scratch. So I'm going to mix these two shades together. Sometimes I test it out on my hand because I want to be sure that it's going to blend well. Okay, so there we go. Can you see that? It's blend, creating that transition shade. Welcome if you're just joining. So that's the transition shade on this eye. Do the same on the other eye as well. Sometimes I like connecting it to my inner brow corner because it creates a very strong structure for, if you wanted to continue contouring your nose. Just putting a little bit of that transition shade right underneath the brow here. It's a good base Okay, still blending. This is my transition shade. If you're just joining and you feel like you missed out on previous steps, you can join my makeup school community and ask questions there. So that way we don't lose touch after the live. That's why I created that community, so we can continue to grow together. Alright, this is the transition shade. Because I'm going to be doing a burnt orange, I'm going to go in this orange shade. That way it kind of gives it that burnt orange background. So this color actually goes well with my ginger wig. I don't know if you can tell, but it's actually going to look really nice with it. Because the orange tones, the peach blush kind of complements the color of my wig. So I'm also applying this in a windshield wiper motion. So this is a Makeup from Scratch Love Story 2 palette, and this shade is called Tasteful. It's just an orange eyeshadow, really. And I'm also putting it on that transition shade that I applied, which was a mixture of a brown and beige color. So I think I have a nice amount on there. Welcome if you're joining for the first time. It's good to have you. So now, the next step is to apply some of that eyeshadow on my bottom lashes, because I'm trying to do like this brightening smoky eye. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a smaller brush. This is also from Makeup from Scratch. So I'm taking that orange shadow here and just applying it on my bottom lashes like that. Very small amount. I don't need too much. Yeah, this palette is very pigmented. I didn't even apply any primer to the bottom lid, and it still shows up very well because it has binding agents in it. So do the same to the next eye. They do the same to the next eye. And if you feel like you might forget these steps, then go ahead and join my makeup community. I've provided a link in my bio. If you have any issues, you can DM me as well. I'll check out your message. Okay. Alright. Okay, so now I'm going to apply a darker shade because I want to define my outer V right here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a pencil brush and so I'm going to take this shade. This is called Opera. It's a dark brown shade. This is the Love Story 1 palette from Makeup from Scratch. So if you want, I can also create a YouTube video summarizing this look, linking all the products, but I can't provide all the links in this live because I don't have the chance to do so, right? So I'm going to take this brown right here up, right? Now I picked up a lot of products. When you're working with dark shadows, make sure you blend it on your hand first to remove the excess. Otherwise it gets messy, it falls everywhere, you have a fallout issue, and it's just not fun. So it's very pigmented. Look at all that excess I removed from tapping. So now I'm going to draw an outer V. I'm going to use this mirror. Draw an outer V on the outer corner like this, just tapping. Because I'm going to use a clean brush to blend it, right? I'm defining the outer corner like so. Actually, I had meant to use a dark purple eyeshadow. I don't know why I picked up brown. I meant to pick like a dark purple eyeshadow. So you know what, let me switch to what I really wanted to do, which is use a dark purple. So this is Love Story 2 palette. This eyeshadow is actually darker in real life. I don't know why it looks so bright because I have like 4 lightings. I have like 2 video lights, 1 ring light, and my vanity light in front of me. So it's making my products look so bright, but it's a little bit darker in real life. Okay, so let's go ahead and pick some. You know the drill. You have to like kind of blend on your hand first to remove all the excess and fallout. Look at that. It's very pigmented, so it will fall out. Okay. So this is a purple shadow, and I use it to. So let me take from my hand. I use it to create definition in the outer corner. It's very pigmented. Tap off the excess. I really don't want fallout on my face right now. So now that I've created an outer V, I'm kind of blending and dragging that color inwards, so it's easier to blend. Building that smoky eye. See, just blend it in. Because I tapped off the excess, I don't really have too much of a fallout. But if you're really concerned about fallout, I recommend putting some loose powder underneath your eyes to catch the fallout. So still blending that in. Okay, I think that's enough definition for the outer corner. So now I'm going to take a cleaner brush. If you don't have a lot of brushes, take like a napkin and just brush off the excess. I actually have this makeup pad I got from Walmart a long time. It's actually used for cleaning brushes. So if you have like a few brushes and you're switching up different colors, this is easy to wash. So you can clean the excess. You see? It's so easy. Then when you try to test it on your hand, there's nothing. It's that easy. So look for a makeup pad. Like, I'm pretty sure makeup stores have these. I will try my best to link as much as you guys need. So I'm going to use the brush I used to apply my transition shade to blend, just to clean off the excess product. Because you want to soften the edges just by lightly feathering it out. See, it looks much better now. This harsh edge, we can make it look soft. The entire look is beginning to make sense. They keep doing this on that harsh edge vanish. So look at that. So this eye looks more soft than this eye. So you know, this is more of like diffused, easy to look at. And if you take off a lot, you can always put some more back. So doing the same. See, I'm blending inwards. I don't want to make it go all the way out because that's not the look I'm doing. That's the style, but that's not the style I'm going for. So I'm just gonna feather that in. Is it diffused enough? I think I took off too much product, but my goal is to really blend out this edge. I don't want to see any harsh line. Looks like I took off a bit too much. So we're gonna go back in with that pencil brush and add some more. The face looks so oily. I don't think I added enough. So going in with that purple again, tapping out the excess, making it. So I'm just being careful about not spreading this eyeshadow too much because I'm just creating definition. I'm not trying to do too much, but making sure it looks defined and still blended. If you feel like you're gonna forget these steps, make sure you download the makeup notes I have with the link in bio. So going back in with my blending brush, my fluffy blending brush, and tapping out the excess product. Sorry, the undiffused eyeshadow, not excess product. Alrighty, so now I'm gonna go with a dark brown shade in this palette. I'm gonna go in with, this is the Makeup from Scratch palette. If you're just joining, I'm gonna go in with this dark brown called Upright. And tapping off the excess. So I'm going just close to the lash line, making it look more defined. And then if you lose that orange definition, we can go back with the orange and deepen that bottom lid. Okay, I'm defining my bottom lid with like a brown eyeshadow. Make sure you tap off the excess before you put eyeshadow at the bottom so the excess doesn't fall into your eyes. And also I'm just going to drag this brown out a little bit so it kind of gives a guide for my wing because I'm going to apply a liquid eyeliner. So I feel like I've lost some of the orange eyeshadow I placed underneath my eyes. So I'm just going to go back in with the orange from this palette. This is the Makeup from Scratch Love Story 2 palette. I'm going in with this orange. Okay. Alright, now it's time for my eyelid color. Because this eyeshadow is supposed to be a burnt copper look. So we're gonna go in with this copper metallic shade. Let me swatch it for you. This shade is called Beloved. So it's a really metallic evidence. I can't tell how well these colors are showing off for you guys, but it's really pigmented, you know. It's very pigmented, you know. Alright. So when you're applying metallic eyeshadow, you want to pat it first because you want the most pigment, and then control how you spread it. You don't really want to spread it everywhere. And that's not the goal. That's not the goal. So I just have a packing brush. This is kind of like, it's a little bit dense and rounded. Now if you have small eyelids, you want to use a small brush because my eyes are huge. You see how much lid space I have from here to here. It's a lot of space. So I can afford to use big brushes. But if you have small eyes, you want to get small brushes. Trust me, it makes the difference in the world. If you have hooded eyes, if you have monolids, let's say you're from South Korea, or maybe say your eye shape is where you're the crease kind of folds over a little bit, you want to use smaller eyeshadow brushes because it's easier to control the placement of the eyeshadow pretty much. Alrighty, so I'm just gonna go in. I'm gonna place this on my eyelid, knock off the excess and just press it so that way the color payoff is as rich as possible. So yeah, this is definitely a burnt orange because that's the whole goal of the look, is creating burnt orange. So I'll call this look a complementary look because I'm kind of going off the color of my wig. You know, my wig is like a ginger orange and I'm kind of picking colors to complement. So let's keep going. I'm sure some of you are like, oh, I wonder how it's gonna look. It's a lot of makeup. But you know what I think? I think makeup is like colored eyeshadow is making a comeback. I really do think so. You see, I'm carefully just placing it on my lid, and like I said, my eyelid is quite big, so I have a lot of space to play. That's why I'm using a big brush. But if I had a small client, I would definitely go for, like, if I had a client with small eyes, I would go for like a brush that's kind of small. So just keep pressing that eyeshadow in. Yeah, it's a very pigmented palette, and it's actually available for sale. I just did not place a link in here because I wanted you guys to get more of the education and get the makeup notes from the school community first. Yeah, that's a lot. So I'm gonna go back and use the transition shades that I used in the beginning to kind of blend out the edges so it's not out of control, so everything is kind of together. Just to kind of go like that. So now line my waterline. This is a kohl eyeliner from Amazon. Very easy to use, very soft. You see, it's called K. So if you go on Amazon, that's a pretty nice kohl eye pen. I'm just tightline my waterline just above. Some people like to tightline the top waterline, but that's really difficult because my eyes are kind of big and bulgy. I just feel like I'm going to poke myself. So if you notice, the thumbnail of the live is actually this burnt orange. So make sure you don't forget to grab the notes because I created a PDF of this look with images so you don't forget. And if you feel like you have questions for me, I've been doing makeup since, I love how I said I've been doing makeup since, I was about to say 2006, and I actually smudged my makeup, right? I have a brush that has a little bit of concealer on here. I'm just going to use it to clean that off. I was about to say how long I've been doing makeup, and I just smudged it. I've been doing makeup since 2006, and I got my esthetician license in Florida. Although I never really used it, I guarantee you know a lot about it. And I also understand the formulation of makeup, so feel free to ask me any questions. Welcome if you're joining for the first time. It's good to have you. Now I'm just gonna create a wing. This is the LA Colors liquid eyeliner. Actually, I'm curious to see how well this makeup looks compared to the PDF makeup notes I created. So now I'm gonna draw a wing first before I complete the line. Liquid liners are the most difficult ones to use, so I would suggest using a gel eyeliner if you're not used to doing your makeup with liquid. So I'm gonna draw the wing first, just following the bottom lash line like that. I hope the wing is showing. And then I'm just gonna slowly build the wing from the base, joining it to the top lash line. Building the wing is not too hard if you build it slow, but if you just draw it, sorry. So now draw small strokes from that wing inwards. It's easier that way, guys. Trust. Just drawing a harsh line, it's not easy to control. Sorry, I'm trying to be so careful because liquids are so hard to control sometimes. But see how the wing and the black eyeliner just makes the look so prominent. What I love about makeup is that makeup is so fun. So much. Sorry. Okay, hold on. Saying some inactivity. Okay. All right. Life is continuing. So I think this wing is okay. I'm gonna draw wing on the left eye. We're almost done with the look. Once I'm done, I'm just gonna clean up the brows, lip gloss, and that. I'm gonna repeat on this side. So draw the wing, which is just a straight line. You're tracing from the lower lash line and just going up, tracing. And then now drawing small strokes on the top lash line to connect that wing. We're doing okay. I hope this is easy for you guys to follow along. That's pretty much. So now I think we should add some lashes to make the look more vibrant. What do you guys think? I think we should add lashes. I really think we should add lashes. Welcome, welcome. I see some new people. I'm happy to have you. I actually have another phone right here that has the live. You guys let me know, would you do a look like this? Is it too ginger for your taste? I think it kind of is nice to kind of merge a peach blush with a copper reddish eyeshadow. I like it. I don't know about it. Okay, so for eyelashes, I'm gonna use, I'm not sure what I'm gonna. I have this set from Shein. It is a wispy set of eyelashes. There's nothing too dramatic about it, but it's gonna look really good because it's gonna lift my eyes in the corner. Like wispy lashes are thicker and longer on the outside and shorter on the inside. It kind of mimics the style of natural lashes, even if it's not really natural. So I'm just gonna take out the lashes for my right eye and kind of work it like this. When you do this, you kind of make the band more flexible. And then I have this lash glue from Amazon. It's called Sassy Eyelash Glue. It's a medium hold eyelash glue, so it's gonna last throughout the day, but it's still easy to take it off. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take some on the back of my brush and just apply it. Just give me 1 second, guys. I'm about to apply the lash glue to the eyelashes. I'm just removing excess glue from the top of this. Hold on. I need a napkin. Don't go anywhere. Stay put, guys. Okay, so I have my napkin here. Just trying to clean up excess glue. Keep things tight. Alright. Yeah, I removed a lot of excess because there was just so much build up on this. You know. So this is Sassy Eyelash Glue. You can get this from Amazon. It's such a big bottle. It will last you forever. So now that I have my lash, I'm just gonna apply the glue. It's really that easy. So I'll just wait for it to kind of flow to the tip. And then I'll take some. So I have some. So I'm gonna apply it on the lashes like that. So I'm just gonna dab. I wanna have enough. Guys, lashes makes everything look so much better. So I'm gonna set this down and take the next pair. So while that's drying, I literally just set it down. Then I'm gonna pick up the next pair. Just apply the glue same way. Hope you guys are having a good day. A restful evening. Fun fact, as soon as I'm done, I'm gonna wash my face, take a shower, and go to bed. So this class is just to teach you guys. It's not because I'm going anywhere. I really am not going anywhere. So take some glue. It's quite late, so I expect you guys to be getting ready for work. You know, getting ready to go to bed. It's a Thursday, you know. It's work tomorrow. So I understand if you guys can't stay for the live. If you want to stay connected, make sure you follow me on TikTok. Make sure you follow me on TikTok and also join my free makeup community. Oh, thank you. She says I love the eyes. I love you too. So now I'm gonna take the first eyeshadow that I have. Sorry, the first eyelash. Long belly. It's easier to apply lashes with a tweezer, but I wasn't prepared with my tweezer, so I'm just gonna apply it directly. So what I would recommend is when you apply lashes, apply it to the center of the eyelid, hold it a little bit, then apply the outer corners, hold it a little bit, then apply the inner corners, hold it a little bit. The holding helps it stick. It should be tacky by now, so let me show you what I mean. So I'm gonna hold it upside down like this and look down so I can set it. So I'm applying it to the middle. Then you want to pinch it and hold it in the middle gently to your eyes. So you want to set the center because the center is kind of like the anchor point. And then you pick the edges gently and apply. So hold it to the edge, let it get tacky. And then now I'm kind of holding the inner corners. You want to hold it so it gets sticky and adhere. So eyelashes makes the look come together, in my opinion. What do you guys think? I think this looks like the cover thumbnail as much as possible. Definitely let me know what you guys think. And if you do join the community or follow me, I'll see your comments and I'll respond. So now I'm going to hold this upside down and apply the center and then adjust the side like this. So hold the center in place. And now hold the outer corners. Just kind of hold it, hold it, hold it. Then hold the inner corner. Hold it for like 10 seconds. And there you have it. Okay, so while that dries, my brows are looking wild, very wild. So I'm just gonna darken my brows a little bit. I'm not trying to do anything fancy because it's bedtime. I'm gonna wash this off right after we're done. So I'm not trying to do anything too crisp. But if you do have bushy brows, I would say using a little bit of brow grip, a brow gel or something would help. Let me see if I have it. Do I have it? Let me see. Oh, I do have one here. So I have this from Amazon. This is brow styling spiking glue. I would suggest using a small amount. So this will kind of hold your brows in place. So what I do is I take a little bit, just a little bit, remove the excess with my finger, and I apply the glue, the brow gel glue to the spoolie, and I apply that small amount to my brow. Small amount, kind of pinch it through the spoolie. This is how I control how much product I put on my face. I always take off excess. Less is more, guys. Trust me. If you don't take off the excess, it's going to be difficult to work with these products. Then where's my loose powder? I'm just going to take a tiny bit of loose powder, like tiny. Just tap through the brows to dry. Make them dry. Like, there's barely anything on here. Barely. So now the brows are tame. Then you can go in with your... I have this brow palette from Amazon. It has like powders on the top, creams on the bottom. Whenever I'm in a hurry and I want like dark brows, this is what I use. So I'm just going to go quickly with the darkest shade and draw a tail on my brow. So that's it. Yeah, look at how pigmented that is. That's really pigmented. I always start with the outer corner and connect that tail. The tail is now defined. My brows need to be groomed for sure. Drawing the tail. I always start from the center of the bottom arc. I prefer the tail of the brows to be the darkest part. And then whatever is left on the brush, I just trace the base of the brows close to the inner corner of the eyes. You see, I don't draw anything inside the brows because I don't want it to be too dark. So we have the tail. I'm just gonna grab whatever pencil I find, whichever, however, whatever, and just make some clean strokes in the inner corner, and that's the brows done. I'm not gonna clean the brows today because the brows aren't the focus of the class, but that's it right there. Quick, easy brow with those few products because the brow gel holds the hairs in place. Then setting powder kind of removes the oil, loose powder removes the oil because all that oil is going to make your pencil slide around and you don't want that, right? I mean, those are fast brows. And then if you like crisp brows, you can take concealer and clean around the brows and you're pretty much done because the brows aren't moving because of the brow gel. I'm so happy I used the brow gel. Just made my life easy. Now we're just going to do quick finishing touches. I know it's time to go to bed. Bear with me. But I'm going to add some gold in the inner corner because I want the inner corners to pop. So I'm just going to take a very small brush. I'm actually running out of small brushes, guys. I'm going to take this new one from Makeup from Scratch. It's a small detail brush. And we're going to take this gold shade. It's called Valuable. Isn't that a cute name? I named it. Just pop that in your inner corner to make it bright. So if you check out the makeup notes I provided, the steps I'm doing right now is similar to the colors on that sheet. And I'm using Makeup from Scratch products. Look at that. Isn't that bright? Yeah, that gold is really pop. Now, I usually don't add anything to my brow bone. So for the sake of this class, I'm going to apply just this beige shade. I don't really want something to shine under my brow bone. Just something to lift it a little bit. Yeah, just to make it something matte. I don't want it shiny. In the PDF I provided, I made it shiny, but it's not necessary for it. Now at this step, I would say lip gloss is the best. But I feel like my face is shiny and I don't feel like looking for my MAC powder, so I'm just going to grab Ket Cosmetics, the pressed powder palette, and I'm just going to set my face a little. Take a fluffy brush, taking care of all that oil. So what's new? I think now we can apply lip liner and lip gloss and we should be done. So I have some ColourPop pencils. ColourPop had a sale on TikTok where they were like selling all these pencils and lipsticks. So it's a very nice, pleasant. I don't know which color I'm gonna grab this lipstick. I hope it makes sense. This is called Z, and this is a color pop lippy stick. So it's a lipstick in a stick. Just gonna apply it and see. Oh, it's not bad. It's burnt orange too. Oh my god, it's like everything's orange too. Ah yeah, that's too orange. That's a way. Okay, I'm gonna take some of that off. That's just way too much. I feel like I look like a pumpkin. I mean, I like the chromatic vibe going on, but that's too much orange. So let's try this one. This is called Parker. So hopefully it's gonna soften that orange look, make it new. And so this is more new. So I'm trying to use this to neutralize that orange. Okay, that's better. That's better. It's not too orange. So now I'm gonna take a brown lip liner to kind of bring all that together before I add lip gloss. So I have this brown lip liner. This is NYX Cosmetics. And this is called Rebel Kind. Rebel and Kind. I'm just gonna line my lips. It's really pigmented good. NYX Cosmetics always has good products anyway. So I've done the bottom. I'm just gonna line the top. I'm just gonna contour my lips a little. And you contour your lips a bit more powdery. That way when you add lip gloss, it gives it dimension. You know? I'm gonna add a little bit of this Huda Beauty Full Filler Lip Gloss. And then we are done. So if you made it to the end, I'm proud of you. You did good. You did. So let's apply this and see. So it's really pigmented, so I can't really apply. I'm gonna use the back of my brush to spread that. Okay. Just take a little bit more. Huda Beauty Full. I actually have a brush for this, but I didn't come prepared, so I'm just using the back of my brush. And now I'm ready to set. We're done. I haven't added any highlighter because I like to set before I add highlighter. So I'm going to use the Morphe Jumbo Continuous Mist to set. If you're just joining, welcome. If you missed the entire look, I actually have downloadable makeup notes in the bio. It's in a free school community. Make sure you join so we can connect after the class, okay? So now, I usually keep a hand fan around me so I can dry my makeup fast. Unfortunately, I don't remember the name of this wig. But if you guys want to know the name of this wig, you send me a message in the school community or just send me a DM. Because if you don't send me a DM, I'm not going to bother trying to get the name for you. I got some lipstick on my teeth, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go like this. Remove the excess lipstick in between the inner portion of my. What do you guys think? Do you like this look? Would you rock it with this wig? I really like it. I think it's a nice complementary color. I think the lipstick and everything pulled together. I think the bangs are popping, you know. So we have come to the close of the class. You guys did great. I feel like we've connected, we've bonded. And I want you guys to know, in the future, I'll try my best to have makeup notes ready ahead of time. So that way, if you guys are in my school community, you can download the notes, have it ready, because it's going to tell you products to use, what colors to use, so we can practice together. So before I go, thank you guys for watching this live. I hope you rest well. God bless you. And I will see you in the next live, or I'll see you in my school community link in the bio. So I'm not